Hi everyone, Janelle here. The next technology resource that I would like to share with you all is Remind. I selected this resource because we all need an effective and easy, yet safe way to communicate with our students. Remind is an app that allows teachers to send a short text message to a group of students or an individual student. I mentioned students, but parents could be a part of the group as well, or a part of a different group. The message could be a reminder that there's a test in a couple of days. It could be a message asking them to bring their laptops with them to class, or it could be a PDF of solutions to the study guide for the test the next day. This aligns with ISTE for Educators 4D that says that educators will demonstrate cultural competency when communicating with students, parents, and colleagues and interact with them as co-collaborators in student learning. The students are also able to reply back to the teacher or start their own message or conversation to ask a question. This aligns with ISTE standards for students 6A that states students will choose appropriate platforms and tools for meeting the desired objectives of their creation or communication. My goal for this tutorial is to show educators how to set up a Remind account and how to use a few of its features. My intended audience for this video is all the educators that want a safe and effective way to send their students a quick message. So the first thing you need to do is go to remind.com, and if you have a Gmail, you can just go ahead and click log in and then log in with Google, or you can sign up with any email address if you click the sign up. So once you do that part, then it will bring you to a screen that looks like this, and you want to click I'm a teacher. Once you click I'm a teacher, then you get to create your first class, and of course it says I will only message people that are 13 and older, so if you are an elementary teacher you would only be able to add parents, which most of your students probably wouldn't have their own phones anyway. So then the next thing you will do after you make your first class, it will prompt you to add parents or students. You can add them manually if you have a list of your students and their phone numbers, or their parents and their phone numbers, or what is much easier is if you click on the in-person instructions, and you can just pull this up and it shows how they can add themselves basically. So they text at jborst to the number 81010. So if you guys want to add yourselves to my Remind, this is the instructions for how to do it. Remind will then send them a text back that they've been added to the class. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and go to my actual Remind account instead of the Google Slides. So once you've done all of those screens that I had in Google Slides, then this is what the actual Remind will look like. It will take you to this, and then every time you log in from now on, it will look like this. If you want to create another class, because you have more than just Algebra 1, you can of course create another class or multiple more classes. These are not real students, this is my family, so I just created a dummy account just to show you guys how to get it set up. So then it's when we want to send our first message, that's pretty easy. We just send our first message. I want to send it to everyone. If you have multiple classes up here, you choose your class and then message everyone in Algebra 1. And I can put, welcome to Algebra 1. I'm looking forward to using Remind to share updates, notes, and more. Thanks for joining. I can write a totally different message. A test coming up next Tuesday. having trouble spelling Tuesday today, apparently. You can upload photos or videos. I often use this to upload solution keys to my study guides so students know how much work is expected for each type of problem, what to study. I can schedule a message to be sent, so if I know when my test is, I want to send it 2 days prior, I can just send it on whatever day I want. You can have it be reoccurring. When I was the National Honor Society sponsor, they would recycle every other Wednesday, and so I would, just have a standard reminder set for early in the day, reminding the recycling committee that they had recycling that day. So it's just really handy for all different types of things. Then once you send your message, just like any text message, the students can reply back to you. They can start their own conversation with you to ask you a question. But yeah, after you get this all set up, that's basically it. You just send whatever message you need to for your purposes. I know coaches use this a lot to remind their players, or maybe even send them an inspirational message. It just has a lot of uses. It's so handy just to be able to get a quick message to your students whenever you need to. I've used it just, a couple hours before class is supposed to start. Hey, reminder, working on the project, bring your laptops to class. Or I've had my trigonometry students add a formula to their formula sheet that they get to use on the test. Just, whatever you can think of, whatever message you need to get out. Or, hey, parents, reminder, send Kleenex boxes. Or, whatever it may be. So really awesome application. It's really handy. I've downloaded it on my phone and my iPad. I use it mostly on that rather than the desktop app, but any of them work great. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this will be helpful to you.